Let's make some Malfatti, and I'm just gonna, these are balls filled with spinach, ricotta, garlic, parmesan, and spinach and egg. And now they're going into steaming hot water, nice and slow. And they're gonna sit there for at least 3 minutes until they float. In the meantime, we'll keep adding them and we'll be right back. In the oven we have some tomatoes and with garlic and onions and a little bit of olive oil and oregano, and they're cooking away. We're going to take them out, stir them a bit, and put them back in. So it's fishing season. The Malfatti are cooked and they're coming out, and we're going to just put them here in a little bowl and cool off. They look pretty good. They've been floating in there around 4 minutes or so. You know, video time is just amazing. So over here we have our tomatoes, and I'm going to start stirring them just a bit with this. So you can see it's nice and they're almost done. They're the consistency is almost there. And I would probably leave them in the oven for another 15-20 minutes because I want all those sugars to be released from the tomatoes. So now we've got this thing out of the oven, and we're just gonna, turtle them around a little bit. Gonna put them in there in the food processor, and to make our sauce. In the summertime, we're in the middle of winter and the tomatoes are not the best, but in the summertime you can taste the sweetness of the tomatoes in this recipe, and it's just phenomenal. And the best thing is that the oven is doing all the heavy work for you. You don't have to stir, you don't have to do a lot of work. It's just do this. There you go. So we put this thing on top. Okay, now let's give it a twist. I think we're good. And let's take a look at the consistency. Look at that. It's nice, it's chunky, and it's going to be beautiful. Well, we got a little carried away and put this thing together without, remembering we had to shoot some video. So, the Malfatti on the bottom, the tomato sauce, and we have some, we got a little sample here. And you can see the consistency of it. They're in there, and there's slices of mozzarella cheese, and Parmesan cheese is being sprinkled on top of the dish. So now they go in the oven, and they're going to bake for 15-20 minutes until the cheese is nice and golden. Delicious. So the last 5 minutes have been spent in broil to ensure we have a nice color on our Malfatti. That's an easy, as you can see, it's not too shabby. Now let's pull that oven rack a little bit out, and I think these guys are good. Let's take them out of the oven. If you haven't gotten yourself a pair of plastic oven mitts, you should do so. These things are amazing, and if you have big hands like me, you will really, really enjoy them. I think we're ready to serve. We're going to pair it with half a bottle of whatever this Beaujolais Village Nouveau 2010, and I think it's half a bottle because we already took care of the other half. Serve this, and I've never served this thing by looking through the video camera before, but let's see. So take that, and here's our first Malfatti. Look at that. Look at the cheese. Look at the cheese. Look at the Malfatti. Let's do another one. A little bit more there.
Did you just say
Okay, so thank you, and we'll track it this time. Look at that. And I think this little cheese here belongs to that plate.
Yes, like.
Okay, so buon appetito.